Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. I am Simply Syrup and today we are going to be giving our honest thoughts on a brand new game for the channel, Aquatico. We will keep this introduction short today. Just remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video because we have lots more Aquatico content slated to be released very soon. Additionally, I wanted to give a big thank you to Aquatico's publisher Overseer Games for allowing me to take a look at this game early. There is no paid promotion in this video, but I was able to play early and get this video ready for you all, so I can't thank Overseer Games enough for that privilege. As always, thank you so much for tuning in, and with that, let's jump right into the deep water with the brief description of Aquatico so you can better understand what you're getting into. Aquatico is a city building strategy game taking place in the distant, dystopian future. After searches for a new home among the stars proved unsuccessful, attention was directed to the ocean in an effort to save space and stave off impending doom on our home planet we call Earth. Deep under the sea level, you will be given complete authority over your own colony, one of humanity's last beacons of hope, tasked with the mission of growing your small patch of ocean floor into a thriving underwater metropolis, all while balancing limited resources, settler needs, and other dangers that can only be found in the darkest depths of the ocean. Developed by Digital Reef Games, Aquatico is set to be released on January 12th of this year at a currently unknown price point. And we will be talking about pricing later in this video, but for now, we do know that there will be an initial release discount. So depending on the release price, there may just be some great value here for fans of this city building genre. With that short description of the game, let's move into some positives Aquatico has going for it before we shed some light on some of the negatives. Certainly, the biggest thing Aquatico has going for it is the fresh idea of an underwater city builder. This is a concept that I don't think has been attempted before, so Aquatico really has the chance to do something special. We have been given space game after space game in the genre, and while I love outer space, it was nice to take a break from the hostilities of extraterrestrial life and explore the bitterness of the ocean. Aquatico is a breath of fresh air, and I can't give enough credit to the developers for bringing this idea to life. Not to mention, you are basically building two colonies at one time, one on the seabed floor and one in the domes above. I mean, come on guys, this game is pretty genius. A great idea will get you a long way in the gaming world, but you need the execution behind it to have a complete game. And as far as a city builder goes, Aquatico does check all the boxes. There are tons of different buildings to place down. Strategically, your choices do matter as resources are finite and bad judgment can get you in the doghouse pretty fast. There are also the ever important tiered resources to keep your game progression in check and the game evolving steadily. In my opinion, the execution is there, and it's clear that a great deal of thought and time went into making this game, and the end product plays very smoothly. As someone who has played a lot of city builders in the past, I feel like I can say with confidence that Aquatico will give you a lot of what you would expect from a game of this type. And while reaching expectations is a good thing, we will also be putting this topic into the negatives category of the game for reasons we will be discussing in just a moment. But keeping on with the positives, Aquatico's appears to be a very fleshed out game. I would be surprised if you encounter any bugs in your playthrough, and while there is no roadmap for future updates yet, we can most likely expect a slew of potential content bringing updates, as mentioned in a comment thread from a game developer on the Steam community page. And the last positive thing I wanted to talk about Aquatico today is the variety. There are currently 13 different maps to try, giving the game a great deal of replayability value. All of the gameplay in this video was taken on the Shallow Reef map, most likely where you will be starting your own playthrough, but different maps actually allow for different visualizations in the game. Essentially, the deeper the map, the darker the game becomes. And while we're on the topic of varied map selection, there is also a plethora of buildings to place down as well. With over 75 individual buildings, there is no shortage of variety in the game. There are lots of positives and a few that we didn't go over here, but no game is perfect, so let's hop into some of the things that we're not currently liking about the game. Like we stated earlier, Aquatico checks all the boxes of a city builder. However, in some ways, I feel like checking the boxes is all it does. While it has everything you expect in a city builder, there aren't many ways I feel as if the game goes above and beyond and really breaks the mold. There are a few features like expeditions or directives that add some excitement and flavor to the game, but for the most part, what you expect is what you will get. Another thing I think Aquatico is missing the mark on is the game-generated instances. They are actually really interesting, but there just aren't enough of them, especially in the early game. Until you make it to year 5 or so, there really aren't any instances at all besides shipments of supplies. Due to this and a few other reasons, I do think the game starts off kinda slow and will get more engaging as you progress along. I sure would like to see more original instances in the game. It may just give it the extra spice that it needs to put it above the competition. And the final thing I think Aquatico falls short in is the graphics department. Although I don't think it's the game graphics that are the problem, things generally look crisp and the animations are pretty amazing. It's just the finished project. Or once you complete your base, it doesn't look that amazing, especially on the seafloor. Even with adequate painting, things still look a little bit dull in my opinion. I would really like to see some decorations that can be placed on the seafloor to give more life to my colony. Anything to add some color and life would go a long way. Well, we've talked about the good and discussed a little bit of the bad. Let's put it all together and get into my recommendation of Aquatico. Aquatico is definitely a fun game, and I'm really enjoying myself playing it and making videos for it. It's not always the case that I would play some games if I wasn't actively working on making videos for the channel. Aquatico does not fall into that category, and YouTube channel or not, I could see myself sinking some time into Aquatico, and truthfully I'm enjoying the later game a lot more than I enjoyed the start. Which bodes really well for this review in my opinion, because normally I base my recommendation on the theory that $1 a purchase price should equal at least 1 hour of in-game enjoyment, and it really seems currently that I'm going to get a lot of hours of enjoyment out of the game. When it comes to my recommendation for the game, it would be impossible to give a buy recommendation without knowing the price point. I think a game such as Aquatico should fall into the $20-ish price range, but there is currently no way of knowing what the developers and the publishers have decided to price their game at. Anything under $20 would receive my recommendation to buy, especially if you're a fan of the genre. Anything over $25, and I would say that you need to do a little bit more research into the game besides just watching this video before you make your purchase decision. Well, that's about all I have for today. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to like and subscribe because we will be coming out with more content for Aquatico and other games like it very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, this is Simply Syrup signing off.